My name's McConnachie. I race a Ford Fiesta ST. We're here at Humberstone Speedway in southern Ontario at the Kitchener Waterloo Rally Cross. The Kitchener Waterloo Rally Club has 5 races throughout the year. The first race of the season was actually cancelled due to weather. So we've completed now 3 races. So I've won 2 out of the 3 races that we've done here. The first race didn't go as well. It was my first Rallycross race. So I actually had the fastest times, but I also had the most penalties. So that equated into a last place. But the last 2 races I've managed to come first overall. So the car itself has had a little bit of work, mostly focusing on strengthening up the vehicle. So it's got skid plates in the front, skid plates in the rear. It has heavy-duty Bilstein off-roading suspension, race intercooler from Mountain Motorsport. It also has Motorsport engine mount set up from CPE Motorsport and a custom tune from Mountain. For the engine, there isn't too much that's done because these cars are very, very capable out of the box. The biggest thing that has happened from an engine standpoint is the tune that I have from Mountain. So what that first stage tune kind of does is it just opens up the engine, right? So I haven't changed any of the internal plumbing or anything like that. There's no major bolt-ons. The only thing that I've really bolted on to it from a performance standpoint is a new blow-off, because the stock one tends to have a lot of boost leak at higher RPMs. So when you're racing, you don't want to have that, especially when you're shifting through the gears. You want to be able to keep the boost up as much as you can. But the tune itself breathes new life into the engine. It opens it up and it becomes an incredibly fast vehicle. You can actually buy that package, put it into the car, and make your Ford Fiesta faster and keep your warranty too. So I've done all the work to the car myself, so you have to take out a lot of the labor associated with it, but was able to come by some parts through some friends and acquaintances. But overall, I've spent just over $20,000 on the vehicle as a whole. I managed to pick this up lightly used for a really good deal, but it's a fantastic car. Just with a little bit of work, this car becomes something that obviously is the race time show today, something that is comparable in speed with Subaru WRXs. And at that price point, it's very, very comparable. And that's why I've chosen this vehicle, because you can spend less money to get something that's just as fast.
Well, I would suggest, my car was a $500 barn find that I found out in Paris, Ontario earlier this year. Another guy, I can't remember, he might have left already. He has an 03 Impreza non-turbo in my class, $300 car. So you got guys out here, if you're on the bare bones budget, a lot of guys will run snow tires on steel wheels, which once your speed picks up, you should probably, well, we would recommend you get away from that because the steel wheels will bend. So this is, the whole idea was budget racing. So I have a 20-year-old Subaru and 15-year-old gravel tires I got off Kijiji. In terms of the scope of budgets, I'm at the low end. And I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Apparently this is the last run of the day, so they're cutting us short. The reason being is apparently we're kicking up too much dust and we're receiving some complaints about it, which is fair. They've watered the track and a few times and it's getting really slippery. You'll see that my last run probably was not that great comparative to everything else, but gotta learn to drive in variable conditions as best as I can. So, hopefully this lap goes well. And we'll see how it goes. Last lap, okay? Last lap. We'll see how I finish. Peace. I just came first overall in two-wheel drive and came fourth overall out of all the 30 cars that were here today. So beat a bunch of different Subaru WRXs and STIs, so it was a pretty good day. We're fighting for the championship right now. We should be second place overall for the season. And at the last race, if we win there, we should be able to win outright for the season. So was that fun or what?